it like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set, 20.
Here's Mayfield. And his first pass is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mayfield now. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Point it right. 26.
Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time. The first-round pick of 2014. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he's got room. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Fighting through, and he's got space. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown! Patrick Peterson. As the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Dawson tacks on the point after. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Holt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
Charger line. Single. Recon, 132 right. Switch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I start to...
And he is into the end zone.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. I'm the realest since